Good evening. I have for you part 4 of Unconditionality, Letting Go. It's the 4th journal of the day, written at 3:28 in the morning on January 14th, and the day is still 11 star or rabbit. So, to begin. I could not resist going back a bit after closing out the last part and letting mind take a peek and see if it had made sense based on what had been promised in the title. And it did. It is always amazing how that works. One can fully trust it, but that trust comes in stages as it proves itself to us that we can trust what comes when we are in heart space. Now that we have our feet more firmly planted in heart space, we begin to get that clarity of vision I mentioned earlier on. While it is a continual letting go, we cannot let go of what we do not see. That is why it is such a benefit to be here in the heart, where we can begin to observe the mind. From within mind, we cannot see mind, just like a fish doesn't know it's in the water. Who was it said that a problem cannot be resolved on the same level where it originated, or something like that? Anyway, that is true. We must come up higher to get a better perspective on it. And the way you come up higher from the mind is to enter heart. Yes, I know it does not make good head sense. The head is above the heart, for goodness sake. So, just how can going into heart be a higher perspective? Remember, all that stuff is there waiting for you if you decide to take it back up. Just for now, though, let go and disengage from the mind. There. How does that feel? It is somewhat different, isn't it? It feels kind of strange. I know, but you get used to it. You begin to feel untethered, not hooked down to anything. It is really a rather neat feeling. If I was one to get high recreationally, I would surely try that and come listen to this just to check it out. I don't do that though, and personally, I find this a thoroughly adequate high all by itself, but to each his own. You won't find me judging anyone for anything here. It just doesn't make good heart sense. Remembering back, and it doesn't take too long to make these adjustments. It just depends on how much of yourself you want to put into it. But remembering back, I do recall how I was mostly occupied in noticing how very often mind intruded on heart, and I found myself again and again pulled out of this heart space. That was normal though. The big deal here is to set the intent. One makes use of the will and sets the course in and simply determines that one is going to abide in heart. Beginning and end of story. It doesn't happen overnight, as we say, but it happens more and more if you are determined. That determination is your evidence of setting the intent. Intent is oh so powerful, and I want to write about that one day all by itself, but for now we'll just hit it a glancing blow and mention how intensely powerful it is to set your intent on something. You are a truly magnificent and very powerful being, but this has been hidden from you. As we uncover it here in heart, you too will begin to see and once again take up your own power, as I have. So, to continue, our vision is clearer now, and we begin to see more and more often how mind intrudes on heart space. We catch it more quickly now, so we begin to enjoy that special high that is part and parcel of being here in heart. Yes, it is a real high, only a cosmic kind.